Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. This video is 8 quick steps to plan your revision for the Easter holidays, whether this be for GCSEs, A-levels, any other kind of exam you're doing, or a university degree, whatever it is. This is the method to plan your revision effectively, to make the most of your time and to make sure you cover everything in the time that you have. So step number 1, from the beginning of the holidays to your first exam, work out exactly how many weeks you have, as this is going to determine how much revision you can fit in. Number 2, split your workload into different subjects or topics. So if you're doing A-levels, for example, split it into the 3 subjects that you're doing. If you're doing a degree course, split it into different modules. So I split mine into the exams that I have. So I have an exam on the module Medicine 3, I have an exam on Medicine 4, I have an exam on anatomy and some other bits and pieces. And then I have a clinical exam, and then I have an optional module exam, and I have an integrated exam as well. So I have 6 exams, and within these 6 exams the material I need to cover is kind of split into 4 that I need to revise over Easter. Step number 3, split this into more manageable chunks. So rather than, in my case, all of anatomy I need to learn over Easter, split it into chapters of the textbook, or weeks worth of lectures, for example. You want the subsections that you choose to be things that you can achieve in under a week. So you want to split it into chunks that are more manageable to kind of work with when you're timetabling your revision. Step number 4, work out how long it will take you to do each of your subsections of work. So if you've chosen one chapter of a textbook, how long do you think that will take you? Is a chapter of the textbook going to take you a week? Is it going to take you a day? Is it going to take you a few days? It depends on the size of the chapter and how quickly you work and how much revision you've already done for it. Maybe you've already learnt things very well. So for example, I think a chapter of a textbook would probably take me a whole week. Step number 5, using the time scale of time you've got for revision and using how long you think it would take you to do each task that you need to do. Work out how many things you need to do per week to be able to finish it for your first exam. Step number 6. Hopefully you've got a calendar of some sort or a diary, and so then the next step is to use this, and before you do anything else, cross out all the days or all the half days or mornings or afternoons or evenings that you know that you're not going to be free. Obviously you won't know all of these straight away, you can do this as you go along during revision time as well. There's no point planning to do revision in times when you're physically not going to be able to do it, and then all that's going to do is make you feel disappointed that you didn't get done what you wanted. So you need to make sure that the days that you've got in your calendar are days when you actually have time to sit and do productive revision. Step number 7, fill out your calendar. There's many ways you can do this. My preferred method is to mix up all the different sections that I have, so all my different modules or all your different subjects, for example. I would plan my revision so that I'm doing one task for each of those big sections a day. So I'm not ever neglecting anything, I'm not doing a whole week of one module, then a whole week of another, because then for me I would probably forget all the information that I've done the week before, and when I came back to that module in 2 weeks' time, I'd be a bit sort of lost. So I like to do it so that I'm constantly flowing through the material in a chronological order. You may not like this method, you may want to focus entirely on one module or subject for a few days and then switch. It's just up to you really. You may also want to prioritise things that you know you're going to need to spend more time on, or that you know you're not confident on at the moment, and you may want to prioritise them to be at the beginning of your revision period, so you can sort of get some confidence from that, knowing that you've done a bit of work on them, and so they're not so daunting if you were to do them at the end before the exam. Conversely to this, you may wish to put all the things that you're good at first, because that's going to be the furthest time away from the exam period, and if you think you're quite good at them and you're confident at them, it might be a good boost to start with those things, and then as the revision period goes on, if you're forgetting things from the things you were really confident at in the first place, it might not be so detrimental to if you've had to struggle to really learn something and then you forget it again. But as I say, it's up to you, it's how you like to work, how you like to prioritise, and how you think you'll best remember as much information as possible over the time period that you have. You may want to start by having a sort of week view of each week that you have to revise and writing all the things you want to get done in that week, and then it'll be easier to allocate tasks into certain days so you can see more clearly what you need to achieve and then distribute it more equally, as opposed to just starting from day one and just filling it in entirely. Step 8, last but not least, it might be useful to have a key so that you don't have to fill the boxes or lines of your calendar with the precise information that you're going to need to know what that revision means for that day. So for example, if you're going to revise that topic by doing flashcards, you may want to have a little key that you use so that you see whenever you've written that topic down, you know that you need to be doing flashcards in that time. And then for other topics, you might want to write more comprehensive notes. For others, you might just be doing past papers. If you're doing something like maths, for example, it might just be questions and past papers that you want to do as opposed to writing notes. If you want to do posters for a certain subject, then make a little key so that whenever you see that topic or that subject, you know that that's the type of revision that you're doing. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Good luck with your revision at Easter. The most important thing is that you plan it so you don't miss anything out and you use your time as effectively as possible. Thanks for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Bye, have a good day.